Electrical and plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of showers throughout the day, otherwise cloudy with a high around 47. Tonight, a chance of rain, otherwise mostly cloudy, a low around 31. And tomorrow, we'll see rain and snow likely throughout the day. It'll be breezy too, with a high around 38. Meteorologist Kyle Puckett for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
This is a presentation of high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. High school basketball broadcasts are presented by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty, Members Owned Credit Union, Sunbelt Rentals, Jimmy John's, Nebraska DOT Highway Safety Office, Lincoln Family Chiropractic, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Teammates Mentoring, and Play It Again Sports. Now, calling all the action, here's Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena ahead of our second Class D2 quarterfinal matchup of the day, our second and final Class D2 quarterfinal matchup of the day before we have 4 Class B games on deck starting around 1:30 p.m. or so. This one's going to be a good one. We had a heck of a first game between the 1-seed Shelton and 8-seed Wilcox-Hildreth. If you haven't heard, Wilcox-Hildreth upsets top-seeded Shelton by 9 points, 49-40 in their first game. So now the winner of this game between Dorchester and Silver Lake will play the 8-seeded Wilcox-Hildreth Falcons. We also had an upset in Class C2 over at the Devaney Center. Guardian Angels Central Catholic knocked off 1-seed Johnson Brock by a wide margin. And so GACC, the 8-seed there, advances to tomorrow's semifinal by knocking off top-seeded Johnson Brock in Class C2. It's going to be a good one here. Dorchester, the 4-seed coming in. The Longhorns, 23-2 on the season. The Silver Lake Mustangs, 21-4 on the campaigns. First for Silver Lake, some notable pieces with the Mustangs. They haven't made the state tournament since 2010. It's been 15 years since they were here playing in postseason action. They're led offensively by number 10, Sophie Schmidt, a 5'2 junior guard that averages just a little under 13 points per game. They also have a couple of scorers in number 22, a 5'6 forward, junior forward in McKenna Carr that averages 9 points per game, and a 5'3 senior guard, Emma Schmidt, averaging around 7.5 points per contest. For the Dorchester Longhorns, they haven't been to the state tournament since 2004. So how about 20 years of action for the Dorchester Longhorns? 23-2 record on the season. Their 2 losses on the year came to Cross County, and it came to BDS. But for the Longhorns, led offensively by number 2, Gabrielle Tice, a 5'4 senior guard that averages over 12 points per game. They have 2 players averaging over 8 points per contest in 5'8 junior forward Bailey Tice, but then also 5'7 senior guard Atlee Zobek, and 8.2 points per contest. She wears number 30 for the Dorchester Longhorns, and head coach Brandon Bruja. Going to be a good one. We are about 60 seconds away from starting lineups in this one. Let's take a break, come back in just a few moments from Pinnacle Bank Arena as we find out who's going to play Wilcox-Hildreth in tomorrow night's semifinal matchup. Will it be the 4-seed, the Dorchester Longhorns, or the 5-seed, the Silver Lake Mustangs? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking all the top brands, including Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, Manitow pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership, plus score big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has it all under one roof at their new 27th and I-80 location, and they can't wait to get you set up for the summer.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Attention! For the entire month of February, Acres has John Deere packaged oil and filters for 15% off. John Deere engineers its oil filters specifically for large ag equipment and commercial and residential mowers. With premium materials, these filters meet the unique demands of your farm and acreage. Following a strict maintenance routine with premium John Deere oil and filters ensures your equipment will run efficiently for years. Visit your local Acres store to start shopping today.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainert alongside Jay Foreman. Bach back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios, pushing all the buttons over there at 1040 O Street as we had an exciting first game of the day. Now we move our attention to the 4-5 matchup between Dorchester and Silver Lake. Let's get you rolling with starting lineups first for the Silver Lake Mustangs. A 5'2 junior guard, number 10, Sophie Schmidt. Number 20, a 5'6 junior forward, McKenna Carr, averaging 9.5 points per game. A 5'3 senior guard, number 22, Emma Schmidt. And number 34, a 5'9 senior center, Katie Socek. For the Dorchester Longhorns, 23-2 record on the year, led by head coach Brandon Bruja. First state tournament appearance since 2004. And they're going to start a very, very talented, experienced lineup. Number 2, a 5'4 senior guard, Gabrielle Tice, averaging 12 points per game. Number 12, 5'8 sophomore forward, Lily Lear. Number 13, a 5'8 senior guard, Baylor Barons. Number 30, a 5'7 senior guard, Atlee Zobek. And number 34, a 5'8 junior forward, Bailey Tice. So Dorchester going to be in their home white uniforms, while Silver Lake in some maroon uniforms. They'll have silver trim on theirs, the Longhorn symbol on each side of the shorts for the Dorchester Longhorns. Jay, 8 seed upsets the first number 1 seed in the first game of the day. We'll see if we get another upset here today.
Yeah, just like we said yesterday. I mean, with these schools that are in these a little bit smaller schools, obviously D1, now we're in D2, where you don't get to see each other not only during the season, but maybe consecutive seasons.
Yeah.
There's not much difference between an 8-1 seed and sometimes it comes styles make fights, and also if you have one dominant player. So this is setting up to be a special day number 2, because number 1 was really, really special. And I think about this right now when you look at Silver Lake, their starting lineup. Just think about Sofa and Emmy. How many times they in the backyard or in the gym. They thought about being here. Now that it's came to fruition today.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. As Silver Lake controls the tip, and we are underway here in Game 2 of Day 2 here on 93.7 The Ticket. Appreciate you guys joining us as number 22. This is Emma Schmidt with it. She gets it now to McKenna Carr. McKenna Carr passes it down low to Schmidt. Now back to Sophie Schmidt. Schmidt with it on the right wing, top of the key. As on the top, it is number 34 for Silver Lake. That is Casey Socek. She's in the lane. Jumper on the way. No good on the first opportunity of the game. Now Schmidt, she thought about popping the 3 from the right wing. Puts up the floater. Too strong. And the defensive rebound cleared by the Dorchester Longhorns.
Nick, I think the first couple of possessions that we've seen, obviously, in every game that we've called over here in this first day, and obviously leading into the second day, first couple minutes of filling out process, and it was a good possession there for Silver Lake, but they weren't able to put it in. Let's see what Dorchester does right here with their first attempt.
3-pointer by Tice is no good. She somehow gets her own rebound after a couple of bounces. Fortunate for Dorchester on the left side. Here's inside now. Pass taken away. Silver Lake going back the other way. Here in working with it is number 13 for Silver Lake. Or rather, excuse me, that was number 13? Yes. Who is not even on the roster. But it is Feynman who is going to be it. Paige Feynman. She's listed as number 25 on the roster.
Hey,
there we go.
Sometimes you
change
have
the
to
jerseys.
change the jerseys.
Change the jerseys.
Yeah.
So Feynman gets it in. Here she has it directly in front of us, wearing number 13, despite not number 25 like she's listed at, which is okay. Top of the key, right side. Here now with it is Socek. Socek with it on the right wing, gets it back to Paige Feynman at the top of the key for Silver Lake. On the left side, it's Schmidt in the lane. Schmidt, floater good, and we have our first points of the game.
That was a really good bucket there by Schmidt. She kind of fumbled it a little bit, and it made the defense of Dorchester freeze a little bit, and she got into the middle of the lane. Nice little floater there for Silver Lake guard.
Sophie Schmidt with the first 2 points in this one. On the right side here for Dorchester, it's number 30, Atlee Zobek. And inside, a nice take by number 12, Lily Lear, and she ties it up at 2 apiece.
Zobek to Lear on a good pin down, pick and roll there. A good pass, good finish.
So Silver Lake tied up with Dorchester, 2-2. 6:05 to play in the first quarter. Silver Lake with the basketball, top of the key now, right wing. It's Sophie Schmidt. She tries for her first 3-pointer of the day. Can't get it to go. Ball's tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Dorchester Longhorn basketball.
Yeah, now, Nick, we're here at the 2-minute mark into the first quarter. You start to see the pace pick up a little bit. Obviously, Silver Lake coming out with a little bit of a man-to-man full court press, and just to get this Dorchester offense stymied a little bit.
Here comes Dorchester. They break the extended defense of Silver Lake in the lane. Tough layup, good. And Dorchester leads at 4-2.
Good job by Behrens, right? Breaking the press, going up the sideline. And once she got over half court, she went in essentially a layup mode and finished strong with some contact.
Behrens hits her first shot. It's 4-2 Dorchester. On the right side, here is Carr. Carr now to Feynman. Feynman looking left side. As Sophie Schmidt thought about popping the 3 again. She missed one just a moment ago. Silver Lake trails 4-2 with 5:20 to go in the first quarter. 3-pointer on the way. Long 3 off back iron. Nice rebound corralled by Dorchester as Behrens collects the miss up the floor to Zobek. Zobek gets her pocket picked by Sophie Schmidt. Here comes Silver Lake. 2-on-2 break. She's going to go right at the rim. Misses the layup. Offensive board put back. Can't get that layup to go on the attempt by McKenna Carr. Now a one-handed heave down floor from Dorchester is taken away by Silver Lake. Silver Lake will slow it down as Sophie Schmidt will walk it across the timeline.
Some back and forth action there, Nick. And obviously Schmidt had a chance to make a layup. Got a little bit distracted by the multiple players crossing her face. But a good pin down with the wheel action there by Silver Lake. Once you slow it down to get something in the middle of the lane. Now, one thing I've noticed, Nick, with these little bit smaller schools, and they start a little bit slow, then it picks up. And then you see what their kind of game plan is. And so when you think about Silver Lake, they want to maybe eat into the clock, whereas Dorchester, they want to get up and down the court and probably use their athletic ability and a little bit of size advantage, underneath to get it up and down and try to get offensive rebounds, get easy layups.
The junior for Silver Lake, McKenna Carr, misses the first free throw. One more coming up here in just a moment for Carr. The second one is good, and it's 4-3 Dorchester after Silver Lake goes 1-for-2 at the charity stripe. Dorchester bringing it up the floor. It's going to be Barons on the right side here, guarded by McKenna Carr. Now to the left side for Dorchester with Zobek. Zobek down low to Tice. Tice in the lane. She's fouled, and she's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and you know what? On the first or the last possession, they went to a pick and roll on the weak side. Then they went to on the strong side to get Tice a chance there, and she's done a really good job of not only running the floor rim to rim, but setting some pretty aggressive picks there. Now she's get a payoff here at the charity stripe.
She misses the first free throw. It stays a 4-3 ball game. And one thing I talked about last game, Jay, when we saw, Wilcox, Hildreth, and Shelton, was that there's not a whole lot of depth when you get into some of these lower classes, especially on a stage like today, to where you're going to get gassed. In this fast-paced, back-and-forth type of game, you can get worn out really quickly.
Yeah, you can. And then also, you don't want to get in early foul trouble. So it's patience and persistence, but then also making sure you just go back to your fundamentals. That'll get you through these moments. The anxiety and obviously, I wouldn't say much pressure, but the pressure you put on yourself playing at PBA also weighs in on you as well.
Dorchester forces the miss on the attempt by Sophie Schmidt for Silver Lake up the floor. Here's Tice. Tice on the left side, stops the elbow, puts up a shot. It bounces around off the back iron, no good, and the defensive rebound cleared by number 22. That is number 22 for Silver Lake, Emma Schmidt. On the right side, it's Sophie Schmidt. Schmidt passes back to Emma. Emma now at the top of the key. 3:45 to go, first quarter. Here, Dorchester and Silver Lake. Silver Lake, Sophie Schmidt got clotheslined, incidentally, on accident, but got clotheslined by number 23 for Dorchester. That was number 23, Mackenzie Yeager.
Yeah, Yeager was going actually to close out on the person that the young lady that she was guarding, and just accidentally gave you a WWF clothesline, probably a la Hulk Hogan or Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
How do you say Hogan's first name?
Hulk Hogan.
There you go.
What did I say?
I think you said Hawk.
No, I said Hulk Hogan. I said Hulk Hogan.
See, there it is again.
I said Hulk Hogan.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
4-4 after Sophie Schmidt makes the first free throw. It's 4-4 here between Silver Lake and Dorchester. The second free throw for Sophie Schmidt is no good, so we stay tied, and the defensive rebound goes into the hands of the Dorchester Longhorns as Barons will bring it up the floor. So here comes number 13, Baylor Barons for Dorchester. She'll bring it across the timeline, working right wing, throws it back top of the key to Tice. Tice drives right side of the lane, gets bumped, and there's going to be a foul called on Silver Lake.
Yeah, a little reversing the ball. Then you got a little bit of just pinned down and trying to get a paint touch there, but got the feet tangled up. Not anything too aggressive. Foul call. Now, Nick, with 3 minutes left, I'd like to see the intensity cranked up here, because you got a couple fouls to give before the other team can get in the bonus.
3:24 to go. They throw it up top near the logo. Now Tice with it. She'll fire a three. Can't connect. And Tice still scoreless, the leading scorer that averages over 12.5 per game for Dorchester. Silver Lake on the day, 1 for 9 from the field. Struggling, but luckily they've been able to do enough defensively, keep it tied. It's 4-4. Still Silver Lake and Dorchester. Silver Lake, the Mustangs, with the basketball. On the left side, here is Suchek. Suchek in the lane, and she gets the tough floater to go off the rim.
Good move there by Suchek. Strong drive, good balance, excellent finish.
Here's Dorchester trailing by 2, 6-4 against 5-seed Silver Lake. Here on the right side, it is number 5. This is Schweitzer. Schweitzer, stoppage in play. A jump ball is going to be the call, and Dorchester will keep possession.
Yeah, a little bit uptick in the pace here. And one thing I like with both coaches, they're getting plenty of players in and out of the game. And just like you said, smaller schools, you don't have the depth like we saw last night with Bellevue West, where you can go 8, 9, possibly 10 deep down on your bench. So you have to get plenty rest, and you have to be strategic about it, Nick, and also save your timeouts as well.
Wide open three for Tice is good. And now number 2, Gabrielle Tice.
Well, I think we have the battle of the sisters. We got the Tice sisters against the Schmidt sisters. We'll see who wins.
There you have it, top of the key. Here is Sophie Schmidt with it, bounces it right side. Now with it, Suchek. Suchek back to Schmidt. Schmidt back to Suchek, now to Schmidt. 3-ball, long one on the way. Missed it badly. Now offensive rebound, put back high off the glass, and it's in. That's the second time we've seen Emma Schmidt fire a 3 from about 3 steps behind the college three-point line.
Yeah, when you know that Carr is going to get the offensive rebound second time as well to put it back in for 2 points. you feel more free about shooting those threes. Ty's
tried to fire up a floater, unable to get it to go, but is able to get the steal, and Dorchester will get another possession as bodies collide, and a foul is going to be called on Silver Lake, as that will go on number 34, Kate Suchek.
Yeah, got it. You know what? A little bit of sneaky move there by Tice to pickpocket Schmidt, and then it got a little bit of helter-skelter. Unfortunately for Silver Lake, that's a foul on number 34, Suchek. And she's now checked out of the game.
So now it'll be a sideline inbound for Dorchester. They inbounded here as Behrens passes left side to Lear. Lily Lear with it. Back to Tice. Tice for three. Can't get it to go. And rebound fought for, and jump ball is going to be the signal, giving it to Silver Lake.
Yeah, good box out there by Carr. She's done a really good job on the offensive rebounds. That's a really, really good, aggressive defensive rebound there. And the one thing I was saying, Nick, is Suchek picked up her second foul on an aggressive bang-bang play. She's a pretty effective person for Silver Lake. Let's see how long she has to sit out on the bench.
1:32 to go, first quarter, 8-7, Silver Lake with a 1-point lead. Silver Lake with the basketball. They hand it off. Here, number 40, Pancoke with it. Now right side, Schmidt. Can't get the jumper to go. Offensive board, Carr again, and she dumps it off to Schmidt, who finishes from the right side of the bucket.
That was a pretty impressive balance by Carr there, where she didn't, go all the way down possibly for a travel call, then put the dish there for an awesome assist.
Carr already has 6 rebounds for Silver Lake as that pass, it hit the bottom of the net and took some of the mustard off of it, so Silver Lake gets the turnover from Dorchester. 10-7, Silver Lake out in front. We are under a minute to go, and we have a pause in action, and it looks like we might have some blood.
Oh, didn't even know. I think it was.
Yeah, it looks like, so Emma Schmidt's leg is bleeding, so they got to have a pause in the action. They'll go ahead and
they subbed her out, right? Or
yeah,
okay, so it worked out.
Sub her out.
Yeah, because normally they'd give them 40 seconds to.
So yeah, they're getting Emma Schmidt cleaned up, and they sub out Emma Schmidt for Suchek, number 15 for Silver Lake. On the right side, here's Suchek. This is Libby Suchek. Down and low in the paint, pass entry side. It's taken away by the Dorchester Longhorns. Longhorns up the floor they go. Here's Ties. Ties in the lane, trying to fight through contact, and we have a whistle. They're going to conversate, and it's going to be a jump ball again, and it'll go towards Dorchester.
Yeah, good job there by Behrens on the defensive side, or the defensive end, with playing a little bit of coy, and a late double team led to a steal, led to a possible fast break opportunity, but Suchek stopped that.
Baseline inbound here for Dorchester. They get it in. Now Behrens with it. Right side. Here is number 5. This is Livia Schweitzer. Schweitzer with it on the right wing. Throws it top of the key. Now left side Behrens. Baylor Behrens denies the 3-point opportunity. Now dribbles in. And a good job there taking a more high percentage shot.
Yeah, good job of pulling up in the mid-range, and when she drove in there amongst trees. Really good shot there by Behrens.
10-9 your score. Silver Lake out in front by 1 with 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. In the lane, contested shot high off the glass, will not fall. And we have a foul called against Silver Lake, and that's going to go against number 40, McKenna Pancoke.
You know what? As a coach, I'm okay with that. I like the aggressive nature that Silver Lake has came out with. I was led by Carr, crashing the offensive boards because, again, like we said yesterday, you're just depositing body blows for future dividends.
Here's Behrens with 3 on the game clock. Here's now Ties. She traveled with it as she tried to put up a shot as time expired. And so with 0.7 seconds on the clock, Silver Lake will have the basketball. They'll inbound it, but then the clock will expire as they're in the backcourt. They throw it into Carr at the half-court line. There's the horn, and there's your end of the first quarter. Your score after 1 quarter of play, Silver Lake 10, Dorchester 9 here in the Class D2 quarterfinal matchup at Pinnacle Bank Arena on the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander, Jay Foreman back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Silver Lake, the Mustangs out in front of the Dorchester Longhorns, 10-9 here. As we start the second quarter of play, some high-level basketball going on. It's been a good couple of games so far.
Yeah, yesterday and obviously leading into today, you think sometimes with the smaller classes and smaller schools that the skill set isn't there. Nick, I've been more than pleasantly surprised, not only by the skill set, but the coaching staffs, and then also the effort, and then obviously has excellent support as we've seen Dorchester and Silver Lake fan base.
Yeah, Dorchester, how about that? They came out and supported, sitting across the way.
Only bad thing is the colors that they're wearing in their name.
You're right, the Longhorns.
Yeah.
Not the Dorchester part. That part's fine.
Yeah.
Across the timeline goes Dorchester, gets it poked away from behind. Silver Lake forces another turnover. That is Dorchester's 6th turnover of the day. As on the left side, McKenna Carr, top of the key to Emma Schmidt. Schmidt got that blood. Now she is popping a 3. Can't do it. And she had some blood on her left leg. She now has it wrapped up. And she shot that 3, missed it just off to the right side. And going the other way is Dorchester. On the far left side in the corner, it's Ties. Now down low. Entry pass. It's out of reach. Intended for Bailey Ties.
Yeah,
and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, look. The sisters mad at each other, where Bailey told her older sisters, listen, I need that a little bit better pass. We've done that a million times in the backyard or in the driveway. The one thing also I'll say, Nick, is the shot clock. I don't think it's affected the smaller schools as much as people thought. I think it's actually made the basketball that much better, and they've adjusted really, really well.
Yeah, I would agree on that one. 6:57 to go, second quarter. McKenna Carr turnaround off the glass. Nice contested shot. Better finish by McKenna Carr.
McKenna Carr has been dominant in the first quarter and 2 minutes into the second quarter, both on the rebounding, but then also effectiveness on the offensive end.
At the top of the key, here's Ties. Left side, it's Behrens. Behrens with it on the left wing, top of the key. Now she drives in center of the lane. Nobody stops her, and she has a wide open layup for Dorchester.
Yeah, you kind of felt they kind of caught Silver Lake sleep at the wheel there. A little bit of just a dribble handoff, easy layup there for the Dorchester offensive player.
Here's Silver Lake, left side, 3-ball Suchek, and it's just a tad short. And McKenna Carr, guess who? I'm right there for another rebound. Offensively, that's her 5th.
McKenna Carr is on a way to have a double-double before we even get to halfway through the second quarter. Really, really good job by her. She's excellent tonight.
7.7 rebounds for number 20 in maroon, McKenna Carr. On the right side, here's Behrens. She'll fire the 3 from the right wing. She's fouled, and it's going to be a foul on McKenna Carr. So as soon as Jay says something positive about her, she commits a foul, and that's going to be 3 shots for Dorchester.
What really happened, though? She was trying to fight through the pick by Schmidt or by Tice, and actually kind of got bumped and ejected into Behrens, but nevertheless, it worked out for Dorchester. No, I am not the bad luck or a bad luck charm. She done a really good job tonight, Nick, even if she fouled on the 3-pointer, which you think doesn't need to be called.
It doesn't need to be called.
That's what you said yesterday. It doesn't need to be called. If you shoot a 3 and you
from
get
the half-court line.
Did you see Washington last night?
I did.
Okay.
14-12, the score. That could have been a lane violation on Silver Lake. They thought it was.
I think Silver Lake was just a little bit overzealous. You know what I would have done, Nick? If I jumped in the lane that quick, I would have just ran like I was getting subbed out real quick.
Oh, it's not me? I'm not the one getting subbed out? Okay, I'll turn around.
I'll turn around.
So one more free throw coming up. Dorchester trailing 14-12. Make it 14-13 after 2 of 3 from the line for Baylor Barons and the Dorchester Longhorns. Silver Lake with the basketball. They'll cross the timeline. Here's Sophie Schmidt crossing over. Working, kicks it out. Emma Schmidt for 3, and she cannot hit. She's struggling from 3. But guess what? McKenna Carr, offensive rebound number 6. On the right side, tough contested shot for Sophie Schmidt, and she's fouled by Livia Schweitzer.
Yeah, Schweitzer had thought that she was going to pass it, and then at the last second, Schmidt kind of jumped up and flailed into her, causing to she took the foul, and now she's at the free throw line, possibly going to knock down 2 points.
Here's the first free throw for Sophie Schmidt. It's good. And Schmidt now has 6 points. You look at, however, Silver Lake, despite them in front, you look at their stat line and you wonder how, because they're 6 for 21 from the field, 0 for 8 from beyond the 3-point line, but they're holding on to a 3-point lead.
It's Carr with the offensive rebounds. You're getting so many more opportunities, and she's on a record pace now as far as rebounding, both offensively and defensively.
Silver Lake, Dorchester. Silver Lake up by 1, or excuse me, that score is wrong. It's 16-13 is the score for Silver Lake out in front of Dorchester. Dorchester's fouled on the way to the rim, and so that will send number 13, Baylor Barons, to the line to shoot 2.
You know, we've talking about the Ties and the Schmidt sisters, but I think Baylor Barons has had a really good, solid first half or first quarter and a half. She made a couple jumpers. Now she's at the free throw line. couple of really big defensive stops as well.
16-14, make it 16-15 your score. Now with Silver Lake out in front by 1. The scoreboard in Pinnacle Bank Arena is a little messed up. They're working through it right now as the play continues. McKenna Carr with it as it's 16-15. Silver Lake out in front by a point over Dorchester. On the left side, it's Feynman. Now Paige Feynman passes off to Emma Schmidt. Schmidt passes back to Paige Feynman. Top of the key, Sophie Schmidt. She hesitates, thought about shooting the 3, decided to pass it up. Now she kicks it out left side. Paige Feynman for 3. She can't get it to go. Missed everything. Make it 0 for 9 from the 3-point line. And now we have a timeout, I believe. No, it's going to be out of bounds. Sorry, out of bounds. Last touch by Silver Lake.
Carr rebounded it, threw it back in. Bailey Ties threw it right back at her out of bounds. So don't throw that over here. It's a hot potato.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I wish I could do that to you.
I'd catch it, though. That's the fast reflexes.
It would have so much heat on it.
It's the fast reflexes.
I'm going straight for the head.
16-15, your score. 5:02 to play in the second quarter. 16-15, Silver Lake out in front of Dorchester. Pass down onto the left elbow. Great backdoor cut by number 30 for Dorchester, Zobek. But Zobek not able to make the layup, and it's still 16-15 as Silver Lake gets the defensive rebound.
Little UCLA cut there by the Dorchester Longhorns offensive unit. Just missed the easy layup.
McKenna Carr bricks a floater, able to still get the friendly roll.
Really?
And it's going to be an 18-15 ball
That's
game.
how you're going to describe it?
Was that not?
It
sat on the back iron.
That's better.
It sat on the back iron for a moment. It didn't touch the backboard. It hit the back iron and then just kind of plopped it through the net. As the 3-point attempt by Zobek, not good. And Silver Lake gets the defensive rebound. Here comes Emma Schmidt across the timeline. Emma Schmidt passes off to Sophie Schmidt. She hesitates, working on ties in the lane. Sophie Schmidt off the dribble. What a finish by number 10 for Silver Lake. It's now 20-15.
Really good move there by Schmidt. Getting skinny down the middle of the lane and finish high off the backboard for an easy 2 points.
20-15 your score, 3:55 to play in the second quarter. Dorchester looking to cut into this 5-point deficit. They shoot the 3, ties, can't connect, and Sophie Schmidt jumps in from the perimeter and is able to grab that defensive rebound. Here comes Sophie Schmidt across the timeline. She's going to be picked up by Ties. Now passes right side McKenna Carr. She draws the double. Back out Sophie Schmidt. College line 3, just a tad short, but able to get her own rebound. She runs in to the big wall that is number 34, Bailey Ties. Sophie Schmidt took a tumble.
Sophie Schmidt, watch out. Did a really good job of following the deep 3 and getting the offensive rebound. Didn't do a good job of avoiding contact, even though she got a foul called with Bailey Ties. That's what I call nature versus nurture. Nature wins.
Nature wins every time.
But nurture got the foul call.
That's right. 20-15 your score. Silver Lake with the basketball and the 5-point lead over Dorchester. 3:27 to play in the second quarter. Here's Sophie Schmidt with it. Left side now into the near corner. Number 34, Katie Socek, back to Schmidt for 3. Had a really good line on it. Offensive board again in the lane. Shot blocked. McKenna Carr somehow comes up with it and throws it to the perimeter. Paige Feynman in the lane. She's fouled, and Paige Feynman is going to go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
McKenna Carr has been dominant, just sneaky dominant for this first quarter, in the whole first quarter, and obviously 5 minutes into the second quarter. The wherewithal to know that you're a little bit off balance, like the rebound she had prior, and then know where your teammate is, kicking it back out to Schmidt, and then now obviously being able to get it over to Feynman to allow her to draw the foul is a really, really heads up play. Those are the type of plays that are championship type of winning plays, Nick, that don't show up in the box sheet or in the score sheet, or you know what, sometimes you don't get a lot of attention of it.
Yeah,
it's a really good job by her tonight.
20-16 is your score, or rather, 21-15 is your score. Silver Lake out in front by 6 points over Dorchester. On the right side now, top of the key, here is Lily Lear. Lear throws back cut on by Behrens. She puts up a shot, can't connect, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you know what? We were giving Carr the star of the game, and she got caught looking and watching. Back cut again, Nick. A little bit of a UCLA action we're seeing by Dorchester. Reluctantly say the Longhorns.
21-15, make it 21-16 after Behrens makes her first free throw in this one.
And you know one thing about Dorchester, I think, they're probably feeling like, we haven't really got started offensively yet. More importantly, they just have to shore up the rebounding disadvantage that they're at, because Carr is at is a hot pace, started early in this game. They're going to have to make some adjustments for her, for the second half.
It's now 21-17 after Barons goes 2 for 2 on that trip down to the free throw line. 21-17 with 2:50 to play in the second quarter. Silver Lake has the basketball. They're holding on to a 4-point lead. McKenna Carr with it on the right elbow, kicks it out to Socek. Katie Socek in the lane, gets bumped, no foul. Off rebound, fought for. It'll be a jump ball, and possession arrow gives it to the Longhorns of Dorchester.
Yeah, it was a really good job there by Socek. Had a good baseline drive right there, caught the Dorchester defender in a negative closeout. Needed to probably have a little bit more direct line to try to get it up off the backboard. Got stuck behind the backboard, tried to throw it up there. Unfortunately, a jump ball. And fortunate for Dorchester, it's their ball.
Here comes the Longhorns of Dorchester. Across the timeline, Barons gets it now to Lear. Lear kicks it out. 3-ball. Schweitzer not able to connect, and the rebound fought for, trying to tip it out to the perimeter was number 13 for Dorchester Barons. She could not get enough of her mitts on that basketball. So now here comes Silver Lake after the defensive rebound. Silver Lake leading by 4. Here, pass taken away. Great job defensively there by Yeager of Dorchester. Yeager picks up her dribble. May have gotten away with a walk. Left side, here's Schweitzer. Schweitzer passes to Barons. Back now, right side to Lily Lear. Lear with it on the right wing. Top of the key to Yeager. Yeager to Schweitzer on the left side. 1:55 to play, second quarter. 21-17, Silver Lake up by 4. Great move by Barons in the lane. Layup good. It's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, caught Carr expecting and anticipating the pick and roll right there. Barons decided to, decline the pick and go ahead and score 2 points. And especially I'd do it if you were doing it for me.
On the top of the key, it's Emma Schmidt with it for Silver Lake. Silver Lake up by 2, 21-19. Socek, right side, looking, gets it to Emma Schmidt, top of the key once again as she dribbles it that way. Back to Socek. She trying to drive on Lily Lear, unable to do so, gets cut off there defensively. Emma Schmidt, down low, McKenna Carr, can't get the layup to go. Shot was blocked. Great defensive play by Baylor Barons, showing up in big-time game. And here comes Barons and the Dorchester Longhorns to Tice. Fakes right, goes left for the lead, for 3. Missed it badly. Rebound, bounces off a couple of times. Off of Yeager. Tice taps her chest saying, my bad, as she looks back towards head coach Brandon Bruja, and it'll be Silver Lake basketball.
Yeah, Brandon Bruja has a lot of trust in Tice, and he knows that, you get caught up in the moment. But really, Nick, I think the 2-star players are Barons and Carr. So I think, whoever plays the best in this last minute, obviously before halftime, and then the second half, is probably going to lead their team to victory.
Here on the left side, here's Feynman. Feynman back out right side. This is Socek. Libby Socek. Airballs a 3. Good box out by Dorchester as it's saved from going out of bounds, and they're able to get the basketball. Dorchester will have 45 seconds to work with, down by 2 here in the late stages of the first half. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Here in Class D2 quarterfinal action, Dorchester with the basketball on the left side, going up against Silver Lake's defense. Silver Lake leads at 21-19. 28 on the game clock, 13 on the possession. On the far side, it's Olivia Schweitzer, and she's going to be fouled down low on the floor by Silver Lake.
Good job there by Schweitzer.
They're going to give her a shooting foul. I'm sorry, Jay.
Yeah, well, you know what? She was in the motion. If you would have a basketball experience, you would know that.
I do. YMC Micro.
Good baseline drive there, and then you know what she did, Nick? She got skinny and then jumped in through triple coverage into contact and actually, attempted to shoot the ball at the free throw line, knocked it down as well.
It looked like a pass. That's what I was getting at. It's from this end.
When you
it
get
looks
hit
like a
by
pass.
3 defenders.
Do I look like any sort of person that resembles a basketball body? I'm not tall. I'm not fast.
Say that again.
Is there any room on me
No, just
for
say
a basketball
what
court?
would you say? You're not tall.
I'm
You're not fast. You're not athletic.
I didn't throw athletic in there. 21-20 is your score. 21.7 seconds on the game clock. Silver Lake up by 1 after the Longhorns go 1 for 2 at the free throw line. 16 seconds on the game clock. Pass out near side. Sophie Schmidt down low. Working on the block. Gives it back to Sophie Schmidt. Somehow catches it. Now to Feynman. Paige Feynman gets to Emma Schmidt. 7 on the game clock. In the lane, a blocking foul is called on Dorchester.
Yeah, you know what? Dorchester feels like both defenders, Yeager and Ties, were walled up, but Schmidt did a really good job of I call it the dipsy do, Nick. When you think they're gonna go for a jump shot, they kind of bring it low and then up through contact, kind of a la James Harden, what you used to do in the YMCA league.
That's right. I didn't get called for the foul. I didn't get the foul call though.
I don't think it probably looked as graceful as Schmidt, but nevertheless, we'll see.
5.6 on the game clock. Schmidt missed the first free throw. Here's the second one coming in just a moment. 21-20 is your score. The second one on the way, and it's good for Emma Schmidt. She makes it a 2-point ball game. 5.6 to go. Here comes Zobek. Zobek across the timeline. 2 on the clock. She parks herself, fires a half-court heave, and it cannot go at the break. Your score in the Class D2 quarterfinal matchup, the 5-seed Silver Lake Mustangs on top of the Dorchester Longhorns, 22-20 here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. We'll step aside, come back in a few moments with our first half thoughts on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "you have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking all the top brands, including Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, Manitow pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership, plus score big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has it all under one roof at their new 27th and I-80 location, and they can't wait to get you set up for the summer.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Lincoln Federal Savings Bank. Personal banking like you remember.
Hi, this is Chris Elgert, loan originator at Lincoln Federal. I know that buying a home is one of the most important decisions a person will make in their lifetime. That's why you need an experienced loan professional to explain all the options available, to answer all your questions, and to make the home buying process a rewarding experience. Talk with me and discover why Lincoln Federal is personal banking like you remember. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena at the half. The 5th seed in D2, Silver Lake Mustangs leading the 4th seed, Dorchester Longhorns 22-20 at the break. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman back with you from PBA. Jay, good one so far, but if you're Dorchester, you finished the second quarter, one of your last 7 shooting the basketball, but fortunately, it didn't really hinder their defensive effort, which I was impressed with, because they forced Silver Lake to go 0 for their last 5 and scoreless from the field in the last 4 minutes of game time.
Yeah, Dorchester put a little bit more emphasis on not only on the defensive end, but keeping Carr off the offensive defensive boards. And so that's where I think you've seen them to be able to make up the deficit, which was almost it was above 5 points. I think it was 7 points. And so for Dorchester and Silver Lake, I think I'm going to chalk it up to nerves being here at PBA. This is obviously a new arena. And then obviously the first round in the state tournament, I think, is always the hardest from a execution standpoint, efficiency as far as being able to be on the offensive, defensive end, and then more importantly, the shooting. But what they've been able to do is shoot a decent percentage, unlike yesterday.
Yeah.
At the charity stripe on both ends. So that's why you have a 2-point game. So now if I'm Dorchester, I'm thinking of ways to go get Barron started, because I think that's who's led the charge to come back on both ends, offense and defense.
Yeah.
But then also see which Ty sister I can get going as well to offset the Schmidt sisters, and then obviously Carr on the boards and obviously on the offensive end as well.
Well, that's the thing, right? You look at Barron, she has 14 points on 4 of 4 shooting. She's 6 of 7 from the free throw line. But outside of that, Dorchester can't really get anything going. And while, if Silver Lake, if you're head coach for Silver Lake, Kate Sinzel, you're sitting there going, how do we stop Baylor Barons? Because we feel like if we stop her, then we're going to have a pretty good chance to win this game and comfortably.
Yeah, and because you feel at Silver Lake, you have Sophie Schmidt with 9, and then obviously you have Carr with 9. And so you think you have a little bit more balanced attack. Yeah. The problem is Barons has scored every way possible. So it's not just one way you have to try to adjust to try to stop her. She's scored from the outside. She scored from mid-range. She scored from the charity stripe. And so when you think of Barons and the way that she's played, 4 for 4 from the field and 6 of 7 at the free throw line, that lets you know that she's not only scoring from the field, but she's getting to the basket in different ways. We saw a great mid-range shot by her on the left side. We've seen her score layups on the right side on a pick and roll. But then also what she's done spaced the court and made timely passes on the offensive end, but more importantly, timely steals on defense. You remember the one time she came on a late double team, led to a steal, which led to actually her first field goal from the field in a layup, a full court layup. So it's not as easy as it seems, but if I'm Silver Lake, I feel like if we could really focus on Barons, because Dorchester has not been able to shoot or score. But I also think that Yater will possibly get going on the Dorchester side, so you don't want to just pigeonhole yourself into one player all half long.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's been a pretty good high-level basketball game. I mean that because we've seen games this week, just yesterday, where there were 44 combined turnovers between two teams. Here, just 10 combined turnovers, 3 for Silver Lake, 7 for Dorchester. Been a really, really good basketball game to this point. Been a relatively clean game as well. However, both sides not shooting it well from beyond the three-point line. Silver Lake 0 for 12, while Dorchester is 1 for 9 from beyond the three-point line. So we'll see if one of those teams can get hot from beyond the three-point line, or can they turn up the defensive pressure and force the other team to maybe make some mistakes. At the half, it's 22-20. Silver Lake leads Dorchester. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the start of the third quarter here on 93.7 The Ticket.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainer, Jay Foreman. Hey, how's the back today?
It's horrible.
Is it really?
Yeah, and you just made it hurt even more. Let's
Oh,
tap out
I'm the
early.
one carrying the broadcast.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Jay,
What?
Is your back really hurting?
You don't care. I'm not even answering.
I was just asking. Silver Lake up by 2. Just underway here in the third quarter. Scoreboard says fourth quarter. Man, whoever the scoreboard operator is having a tough Thursday. Emma Schmidt with it on the right side. McKenna Carr, she traveled with it. And it's going to be a turnover, Dorchester basketball.
You know, the one thing I've noticed in the first half was Barron's chosen to take the challenge of guarding Carr, and also, you know, for the majority of the game. I like that. Good on good, and it shows the competitive nature of the Dorchester guard.
On the right side here is Dorchester. Now left side, it's Barron's. Barron's led all scorers with 14 for both sides for Dorchester in the first half. Now down low on the block. Back cut. Nice job down the center of the lane. Great cut by number 34 for Dorchester, Bailey Ties. She gets the 2 to go.
Yeah, really good job there. A little bit of high-low. Got it on the wing. A good cut there by Bailey Ties. A little cross-face cut there, Nick. Since you don't have a good basketball acumen, I'm giving you a little bit of coaching tips there.
I appreciate that. On the right side, here's Suchek. Suchek driving baseline in the lane. Tough shot. No good. And the rebound goes into the hands of Gabrielle Ties on the far side. Gabrielle Ties, a senior. Bailey Ties, a junior, as that one goes out of bounds directly in front of us. Just the reflexes. I was there to get the basketball.
It was tape delay. It was just like an old boxing match back in the day. It was on tape delay, pay-per-view back in the day.
Gotcha.
$9.99.
Here we go on the right side. Here is Ties. Bailey Ties with it. She's going to get bumped and fouled by Emma Schmidt.
You know, I think Dorchester came out with some good energy. Obviously, they made an adjustment. I think that's a different offensive set that they actually used off of what was successful with Barons, you know, assuming that Silver Lake was going to really focus in on Barons. And then a little backdoor cut by Bailey. was really, really big to start the second half.
Bailey Behrens, her pass intercepted by Paige Feynman. Up the floor, nobody in to stop her, and Silver Lake gets the lead right back, 24-22.
Yeah, a little bit long pass there, but we got some action here by Dorchester. A little give and go to ties in.
And one for Gabrielle
You
Ties.
cannot celebrate.
So Dorchester will go to the line.
That looked like a deep pass, maybe Dylan Raiola to Dane Key.
There you go.
And Hunter.
Yeah.
And Barney. On time and on target.
Gabrielle Ties. The free throw gives Dorchester the lead, 25-24. Dorchester, the 4 seed, on top of the 5 seed Silver Lake Mustangs. Here comes Sophia Schmitz. Now Schmidt left side to Paige Feynman. Feynman out to Emma Schmidt. Schmidt with it, top of the key, working on the defender. Now right side, Suchek. Suchek trying to drive behind the defender. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Bailey Ties.
Yeah, Bailey Ties did a really good job initially of moving her feet and shutting down the drive, but Suchek kept it going, and Bailey Ties, I think, stopped because she was anticipating the baseline being the extra defender. One more step would have kept her away from drawing that foul. You know what, Nick? I wanted to ask you, man. I'm looking at Dorchester over. You know their mascot is the Longhorn. I got outfit check today. They look pretty sweet, right?
They do,
right? I mean, you give it on a scale of 1 to 7. What are you giving them?
I like it. I think it's a 6.
Yeah.
I like the little logo on the short too. The Under Armour jerseys here. Nice take in the lane by Silver Lake as Sophia Schmidt is able to give Silver Lake the lead right back, 26-25. Now with it, it's Zobek. Zobek left side, Yeager. Yeager to the number 13 leading scorer, Baylor Behrens, in this game today. Zobek now to Yeager. Yeager wide open. Nobody goes out to help her. Ties with it at the elbow. Stops, passes outside. 14 to shoot. 5:37 to go in the ball in the third quarter. In the lane, Baylor Behrens is going to be fouled, and Behrens goes back to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, really good patience there by Dorchester. I think Yeager had probably a couple times on when the ball was reversed for an easy 3 or open 3. And sometimes from a coach that just because you're open doesn't mean you shoot it. And I think I go back to the shot clock, Nick. I'm just saying that the adjustment both by the players of coaches, and especially when they haven't had a lot of experience with it over the years, has been phenomenal. So I think, Baylor Behrens getting it. You want to get it to your best players in the best place possible. And she's paying dividends tonight.
Behrens misses the first free throw, hits the second one. So now it is 26-26, all tied up between Dorchester and Silver Lake. Silver Lake with the basketball. The Mustangs working entry pass, and we have a foul as called against Dorchester down low on the block. It's going to be called on Lily Lear. That is her second personal.
Yeah, she tried to get jump around and get a steal there, but a really good job there by Suchek of really, really boxing her out and really establishing herself on the block there to draw the foul.
So baseline inbound here underneath the Silver Lake basket. Emma Schmitz to inbound. She's looking, gets it into Sophia Schmidt. Now she has it in the far corner. Driving past a couple of defenders. Risky pass down low. The layup is no good, but a foul. And Lily Lear just picked up her third.
I like the pocket passes, though, by both teams. Really, really fitting them in there to some tight creases. And also a good job there, again, by Suchek is keeping Lear on her backside. And then when she has to get reposition herself for a possible pass, she automatically draws a foul.
The first free throw, no good by Katie Suchek. So one more coming up as Zobek comes in for Dorchester. Katie Suchek has one more free throw coming up. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go, third quarter. The second free throw rattles around and out. The ball fought for, and diving into the Silver Lake bench was number 40, Pancoke of Silver Lake, unable to save it from going out of bounds, and that will be Dorchester basketball.
Yeah, it was a good effort there, but nevertheless, Dorchester has a chance to take the lead here.
Silver Lake, 50% from the free throw line today, 6 of 12 shooting from the charity stripe. Up the right side, here is Ties. Gabrielle Ties gives it to Yeager. Yeager traveled.
Yeah, I think Yeager thought that she wanted to pass it to the left wing there to Schweitzer, but Schweitzer wasn't open. Forgot to keep her pivot foot there established, and then I got called for the travel. Pretty obvious there, Nick.
Yeah, a little obvious.
Looked like you dancing.
Thank you. As Sophia Schmidt comes across the timeline, passes it inside to the free throw line area, now hands it off, and it'll be a traveling violation on number 15. That is Libby Suchek for Silver Lake, another turnover. So I mentioned it during halftime. not a whole lot of sloppiness in this ball game, just 10 combined turnovers at half. So far, there has been a total of 5 in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. Here on the far right side, here is number 5. That is Livia Schweitzer. 3 ball on the way, unable to get it to go on the attempt from Atlee Zubek, the senior guard. And going the other way, here's Silver Lake. We're still tied up, 26-26. Points are at a premium, especially here in the third quarter. Sophia is there now. Emma Schmidt. Schmidt with it, passes out right side. She is fouled on the pass attempt by the defender. I believe they're going to get Livia Schweitzer with this one.
Yeah, I think Schweitzer thought she was going to go for a steal. Then she was going to go for the closeout. Nevertheless, she got called for a body foul right there.
So 26-26 is your score, 4:26 to play in the third quarter. A lot of 26s out there right now. As now Emma Schmidt crosses the timeline. Fresh shot clock after the Dorchester foul. McKenna Carr for 3. Can't get that one to fall. And the defensive rebound caroms out to Livia Schweitzer. Here comes Dorchester. They can take the lead with a bucket or a free throw. Here's Bailey Behrens. Left side. Hands it off to Ties. Now top of the key, Zobek. Zobek right side, Yeager to Schweitzer. Schweitzer on the right elbow, dribbling in the lane. Gets caught in no man's land. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dorchester.
Yeah, Schweitzer thought Yeager was going to be out there. Yeager was diving to the basket, and sometimes it was a predetermined kick out right there, drive to the middle of the lane. So good timeout call there by Silver Lake, because Silver Lake has really cranked up their defensive intensity. Their offense is kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
So they got to either, get the Schmidt sisters going, or you say Suchek. Obviously, she's been pretty effective, but not effective from the free throw line. More importantly, you got to get Carr get back going, because I think that was your bell cow the first half.
It's Vehicle Safety Recalls Week. You can learn more at dot.nebraska.gov. That's from our friends at the NDOT Highway Safety Office. It's 3:59 to go in the third quarter. 26-26 is your score between Silver Lake and Dorchester. We're in the midst of a 30-second Silver Lake timeout. The winner of this game gets the 8-seed Wilcox-Hildreth Falcons, who upset the number 1 seed Shelton Bulldogs earlier this morning. Our next game, it'll be in Class B action. Number 1 seed Omaha Skutt going up against 8-seeded Norris. That one tip off around 1:30 p.m. to start our Class B action later on this afternoon. Here is Sophia Schmidt, now out to McKenna Carr in the lane. McKenna Carr kicks it out top of the key, Paige Feynman. Right side, Schmidt, 3-ball, Emma Schmidt, just a tad long. Rebound, Sophia Schmidt up in the lane, and she gets bumped and fouled. Sophia is going to the line to shoot 2.
Sophia's done a really good job of chasing the long rebounds, not only on the threes by her sister, but for the rest of her teammates. And a couple times she's got a couple easy buckets. That time she got fouled pretty hard. Now she's at the free throw line.
Silver Lake 0 for 14 from beyond the three-point line. As the first, the first free throw by Sophia Schmitz is no good.
How many would you make out of 14?
More than 0.
Oh, you make 1.
4. I could go 4 for 14.
I'd easily make 8.
26-26, your score. The second free throw, Sophia Schmitz unable to get it to go. Offensive board, shot blocked on the follow-up. And Behrens will have the defensive rebound for the Dorchester Longhorns. We're all tied up at 26 apiece. Feels like we've been stuck on this score for a long time now. Wide open, down low. Yeager can't get the shot to go on the doorstep. There was a Silver Lake player laying on the ground near the logo who had gotten bumped, and so Dorchester had numbers, had a great look at the hoop, unable to get it to go. On the right side, it's Emma Schmidt's 3:10 to go, third quarter. Schmidt looking, Paige Feynman with it on the right wing, guarded by Yeager. Now Schmidt, Emma Schmidt, that is, number 22 in maroon. Gives it to McKenna Carr, number 20 in maroon. Left-sided layup, no good. And offensive board, not able to get it to fall, but Katie Suchek is there, and she gets fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Really good job of Suchek kind of taking the lead by Carr had in the first half, really being effective on the offensive board. So, at halftime we said, Dorchester has to find a way to stop Carr on the boards. Well, then that's allowed Suchek to be more active, and it's paying off for her in the third quarter.
Both teams are on a scoring drought, well, until now with that free throw, a scoring drought of over 2.5 minutes. Silver Lake hasn't scored a field goal in the last 3 minutes of game time. As Suchek able to hit both free throws. It's 28-26 Silver Lake, 2:55 to play in the third quarter. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman, Jake Bachhoven back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. Here on the left side, here is Gabrielle Ties. Ties with it, looking on the left wing, throws it to Behrens. Behrens been quiet in the third quarter after leading in the first half with 14 points. She throws it into the corner to Livia Schweitzer, who can't hang on to the pass, and it goes out of bounds to Silver Lake.
Yeah, I think that the Sophie Schmidt's defense really confused Behrens there. They caught her, then Behrens got up in the air, tried to throw it out there to Schweitzer. A little bit too much heat and a little too much height on it for the diminutive in height-wise guard.
Crossing the timeline is Sophia Schmidt. She gets it to Emma Schmidt. Can't hit the floater. And we have a foul on the rebound attempt charged to Silver Lake as Dorchester got the defensive rebound. Once again,
Suchek.
Yeah, it's going to be on Suchek. But once again, Silver Lake 0 for their last 5 shots. Dorchester's committed 3 turnovers in the last 2.5 minutes of game time. And Silver Lake, no field goals in the last 3.5 minutes. So this one, points at an all-time premium.
Yeah, Silver Lake had an easy opportunity with the layup there. So whatever you just ran that last offensive set, you want to come back to it. But before you get that, you got to play defense on Behrens, who's looking to score.
Bounce pass to the elbow. Here is Ties. Bailey Ties gets the scoring drought broken as it's 28-28. We're all tied up.
A little fake dribble handoff, and then Bailey was able to spin and find the 2 points high off the backboard.
Emma Schmidt, left side, she'll pop the 3, unable to get that one to fall. And once again, Silver Lake still has not been able to convert a single 3-point attempt. They're 0 for 15. Dorchester not much better. They're 1 for 10 from beyond the 3-point line. On the left side, here is Zobek, and it's going to be an illegal screen charge to number 12 on Dorchester. That is Lily Lear. That's her 4th.
Yeah, Lily Lear, I think she got confirmation from the ref right here. I think she knew she was moving a little bit. But then also sometimes everybody's always like it's on the person that's doing the screen. Actually, it's up to the guard to let the screener get set so you can set it up so you don't pick up the patience. But Lear is on the bench, and she's going to have to watch the rest of the third quarter.
How about that for basketball acumen? Here we go. Sophia Schmidt, left side, Emma Schmidt. Now top of the key. Here with it, number 15, Libby Sochek. Left side, down low, entry pass. Sochek couldn't hang on to it. McKenna Carr trying to fight for it for Silver Lake. Can't do it. Dorchester gets the turnover. Up the floor it goes. Says Zobek. Zobek cross-court pass Ties. This one's going up for 3. Off back iron, too strong, and the rebound corralled by Silver Lake and Emma Schmidt. Crossing the timeline is Emma Schmidt with 1:08 to go in the third quarter. Right side here, Silver Lake. Just inside the perimeter, entry pass down low on the block. Sochek layup, can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound for a moment. Now fought for on the ground, and we're going to have a jump ball giving it to Dorchester.
Yeah, Carr did a really good job of, after Sochek tried to get an easy bucket there off the glass, of trying to get the offensive rebound. First time we've kind of mentioned her name in the second half as far as on the rebounds. She's stuck at 8. That could have been her 9th and possibly 11th point. A quarter left, and you know one thing about it though, Nick, with Lear on the bench, foul trouble. Both teams have stayed out of the bonus. Now, you think next time Dorchester fouls somebody, and also next time Silver Lake fouls somebody, with 20 seconds left, or 50 seconds left, there'll be a free throw attempt moving forward.
46 seconds to play in the third quarter, down low in the paint. Here's Zobek, can't get the layup to fall. Had a good look at it. Officials consistently letting them play here in the third quarter. 35 seconds to go in the lane. Sophia Schmidt can't get the layup to fall, and it's a block by Dorchester. One-handed heave up the floor to Tice. Tice in the lane, and she is fouled by Silver Lake and number 15, Libby Sochek. Excuse me.
A really good job there by Behrens on the defensive end, not only blocking it clean and kind of tapping it to herself, then immediately got her eyes up the floor, passing up there to Ties that was able to have the 2-point attempt. Now she's at the free throw line, possibly trying to knock into or extend the lead.
The first free throw by Ties will not go. So a missed free throw by Ties. Dorchester on the day, 9 for 15 from the free throw line as a team. The second free throw for Ties, trying to get the lead, and that one rattles around the cylinder and drops. So 26.5 on the game clock. 29-28 is your score. Dorchester leads by 1 over the Silver Lake Mustangs in the late stages of the third quarter. Here comes Sophia Schmidt. She'll bring it across the half-court line. Get met by Gabrielle Ties at the perimeter. 16 on the game clock. The shot clock is dark. They double-team her in the post for Silver Lake, and Dorchester gets the defensive rebound with 8 seconds on the game clock. Nobody stops ball. They kick it out. Schweitzer for 3. Can't connect. As an offensive rebound, they put it up with 1 second. Behrens, she cannot hit the three-point shot. And at the end of the third quarter, your score, the Dorchester Longhorns 29 and the Silver Lake Mustangs 28. We enter the final period of play here in Class D2 action from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Now back to the 2025 state basketball tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander, Jay Foreman back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. 29-28 is your score. This one, these two games, first of all, this morning have been real good. We saw an 8 seed knock off a 1 seed in the morning game. Here in this one, we're seeing a 1-point ball game entering the fourth quarter of play. Can't ask for much more as Silver Lake has the basketball trailing by 1 to start the final period of play. Nick Sander, Jay Foreman with you, Jake Bachhoven in our ticket studios. Down low, it's Sophia Schmidt. She gets doubled on the block, finds Suchek. Suchek lowered the shoulder, offensive board, and we have a whistle and a foul is called on Dorchester on the floor.
Yeah, Nick, one thing that is really, encouraging, or obviously I want to give kudos to both communities at Dorchester. A ton of, you see,
Hey, that man was saying a charge for about 30 seconds there.
Yeah, but the way he put it, he looked like he was an airline instructor with his hand. Yeah, he's doing a dance there.
Guide in the plane. Here we go. On the left side, McKenna Carr with it. Down low, Suchek gets it knocked away, but Carr gets it back. Layup on the way. Way too strong. Rebound tipped around, and it's going to go in the way of Dorchester.
But what I was saying, Nick, for Dorchester and Silver Lake, the community that really came and showed out, man. This is really a special part of state basketball, but then also a really great time for these young ladies to be out here at state tournament.
Well, and in all reality, the crowds are only going to get bigger. The student sections will get bigger as teams make it farther in the tournament, as they make it to the semis and the championship on Friday and Saturday. Here is Dorchester, has the basketball. Zobek for 3, can't bank it in from the corner, but how about Yeager fighting for the offensive rebound? Dorchester with another crack at it on offense. On the left side, it's Ties. Good screen there by the other Ties. Now Bailey Ties in the lane, tries to reverse, can't get the layup to go, but she's going to be fouled. I believe they're going to get McKenna Carr.
Good job by Ties, not only passing to her sister, but good hands there. And then also the patience to kind of twirl around and get herself in a position to possibly put in 2 points, but she was fouled on the shot.
And they actually got Katie Suchek with that foul, so that is the 4th on Suchek. The first free throw is no good, though, for Bailey Ties. Yeah. I think Suchek was surprised that they called that on her.
And, Suchek really took over on the boards in the second half, kind of like Carr did in the first half. So now you got to look for Carr to get more active here in the last 7 minutes and 2 seconds.
Yeah, Carr at one point had 9.7 rebounds and still stuck here in the start of the fourth quarter with 9 points and 8 rebounds. So it is 30-28 after Dorchester goes 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Sophia Schmidt, left side now, McKenna Carr. Carr in the left side baseline, working as it Paige Feynman. Paige, she travels.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think Dorchester likes that call, but she was trying to tiptoe burglar there, Nick.
Yeah.
Call for the travel. But Silver Lake has the lead. Quick timeout here. A little bit of adjustment. This is a tricky part of the game, and we've seen this plenty of times. You think there's a lot of time left. You're going to expect the action to really kick up. Probably going to be less fouls called on both ends for the next 2 or 3 minutes. Whoever makes adjustments and a game plan for this middle part of the fourth quarter probably will have the leg up on the W.
6 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 30-28 is your score. Just a reminder, we'll have an extended break from Pinnacle Bank Arena after this game. Jake Bach and Austin will take you through the next hour and 15 minutes or so as we get you ready for the 1:30 tip-off between Scott and Norris. So they'll take care of it through then. Scott with a fascinating storyline. They've been to the state finals the last 3 years, been runner-up all 3 years. And this senior class, one last chance for Scott Catholic to win a state title in girls basketball. Here crossing over, it's Behrens. Behrens able to pick up the loose ball. And here is Behrens on the left side to Sobek. A little bit of a defensive intensity increase for Silver Lake on the defensive end of the floor. Dorchester has the basketball, and Zobek's going to be fouled on the reach-in by, I believe, Emma Schmidt.
Yeah, you know, one thing about it, though, is now we said it coming out of the timeout. I think they know that, look, we got to make our move. And, yes, it's a 2-point game, but you want to get control of the game. We did Bellevue East and Bellevue West, and it was a game of momentum swings. And whoever could withstand or take theirs a little bit farther generally will win this game.
Pass inside to Schweitzer for Dorchester, unable to get it completed, and Silver Lake takes it away. Silver Lake trails by 2 to Dorchester. Dorchester leads 30-28. McKenna Carr with the basketball on the far side to the elbow. Back to Carr on the far side, and she traveled again.
So now you're starting to see the pressure and anxiety start to crank up. You're starting to see some unforced errors on both sides, and so this is where you have to have senior leadership and obviously experience to settle your teammates and yourself down.
30-28 your score, 5:58 to play in the fourth quarter. On the top of the key, it's ties. Bailey ties with it, looking around, looking where she wants to go with it, throws the top of the key, and it's going to go through the hands of Zobek to Silver Lake.
All right, Nick, so, you know, the timeout was at 6 minutes and 48 seconds.
Yep.
Now we're at 5 minutes and 48 seconds. And so over this last minute of basketball action, it's been 4 turnovers, 2 each. And so whoever can get their bearings and get their feet underneath them will probably pull away here very shortly.
There's been a combined 12 turnovers in the second half after in the first half it was just 10. On the right side, Paige Feynman, top of the key to McKenna Carr. Left side, Sophie Schmidt. She'll pop the 3 for the lead. Can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around. McKenna Carr comes up with it, and Sophie Schmidt has it near the logo. That is rebound number 9 for McKenna Carr. Top of the key, Sophie Schmidt with it. She'll step back to Carr. Carr fires the 3 from the left wing. Missed it badly. Rebound tipped out and controlled by Dorchester and Zobek. Now Zobek is fouled by Silver Lake as Sophie Schmidt was trying to steal that basketball away from Zobek, and Dorchester will retain possession.
Yeah, Sophie Schmidt felt like she had a beat on that steal there, and Zobek made a good adjustment of putting her body in between her and the ball and drawing the foul. So now look, you know, it's been a minute and a half, 2 fouls called, 4 turnovers. It's almost like reset. You know, when you start to look at the clock and think, all right, we have a lot of time left, you actually don't. The minute went off and you haven't played anything normal or close to the basketball you've been playing before.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification while we are in the midst of a full Dorchester timeout. 5:17 to play in the fourth quarter, 30-28 your score. Dorchester leads by 2 here on the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena, the 2025 NSAA Girls State Basketball Championships. We are here on quarterfinal Thursday. Had a good list of games yesterday, got through 6 of them, 6 more today. We are currently in game 2 of 6 here on a Thursday morning, or now close to Thursday afternoon. Thanks to Jake Bachov and Austin Norman, the entire crew back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios, pushing the buttons, making sure we stay connected and filling the time in between games for you guys. Here we are. As out of the Dorchester timeout, it will be Longhorns basketball. Silver Lake on defense, trailing by 2. Silver Lake 0 for 17 from beyond the three-point line here in today's game. They inbounded to Bailey Ties. Down low, Behrens. Behrens spins around, layup on the way. It's good. It's a 4-point lead for Dorchester, and that lead feels pretty comfortable right now with the way that Silver Lake is struggling to find the bucket.
Good job by Dorchester coming out of the timeout to get their best player a good, clean, easy look at the basket.
That was Barron's first field goal of the second half. Now Schmidt, 3-ball. Can't get it to fall. Rebound fought for. Ties gets it back, and it's going to be Dorchester basketball here. 4:47 to play in the fourth quarter, 32-28. On the right side, here is Ties. Ties now to Lear. Lear with those 4 personal fouls. She sets the screen right now for Behrens. Behrens to Ties. Ties to the other Ties. Gabrielle, the senior, she has the basketball for Dorchester. On the left side, Zobek. Zobek also a senior. Pick and roll play. Lear down low, gets hit hard and fouled, and Lily Lear will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, they went back to their bread and butter, reverse the ball into a weak side pick and roll. Good job there by Lear rolling, and then also making herself available with a nice, easy target for the dump off. Now she's at the free throw line.
32
over there. They standing up.
32.
Standing.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember last year what we saw in the stands?
I do.
It was Scott.
Yeah, it was. 30 boys basketball though. 32-28.
Does it matter if Scott?
It does. Hey, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it. The first free throw by Lear is not good. 32-28. We keep the score here. .4:28 to play, fourth quarter. The second free throw coming for Lily Lear. She hits it. 33-28. Dorchester starting to try to inch away, farther and away, and create a wider margin between them and Silver Lake. Silver Lake with the basketball. They need a bucket in the worst way. On the right side, here is Socek. Socek, great defense by Dorchester. As number 34 for Dorchester, Bailey Ties kept verticality.
Really good job there.
And
good.
Katie Socek fell down,
That's
turned
good
it over.
coaching and good technique and good execution there by Bailey Ties.
Gabrielle Ties gets the inbound pass now to Zobek. Zobek on the right side for Dorchester, looking around, looking for help. Zobek now gets it to Bailey Ties. Bailey Ties on the left side, hands it off to Gabriella Ties. Ties at the right side of the lane, knocks over a defender, no whistle, kicks it out. Zobek, 3-ball on the way for Dorchester, can't get it to go, and the rebound corralled by Silver Lake, and we have a foul called on Bailey Ties.
Oh, good rebound there by Socek. They're right in the amongst the trees. Good, strong rebound there, drew the foul. Now they keep possession, but that is the 4th foul now on Silver Lake. So now the momentum and the situational momentum is completely in the hands of Dorchester. They've played better coming out of the last 2 timeouts. There's 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. But they know when they go to the hoop, any possibility of a foul or trying to create a foul or get a foul call, they'll be at the free throw line here for the rest of the quarter.
Here's Sophie Schmidt. Schmidt has the top of the key to Emma Schmidt. Emma Schmidt, rather. She's 0 for 7 today on shooting the basketball. Turnover for Silver Lake as Dorchester forces it on an errant pass. 33-28, Dorchester leads, 3.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Ties. Gabriella Ties to Bailey Ties. May have gotten away with a walk, but it's going to be a blocking foul on Silver Lake.
Yeah, and she got away with a serious hook right there against Schmidt. But it's a foul on the ground. So if I'm Silver Lake, I think, okay, we live another day to fight. But that was the mismatch. That's the one thing. Oh, that's a shooting foul.
Well, it's the 15th foul on Silver Lake.
Yep, you're right.
So they're going to put him in the bonus.
Yeah. And you know what, though? It was a really good job there by Dorchester of finding a mismatch, going to the mismatch, and just living with it, and then you get a chance at the free throw line.
The shot by Dorchester on the free throw, no good on the attempt by Bailey Ties.
Nick, I wanted to ask you, we even saw Millard West struggle from the threes. Pretty much every game, early, noon, and obviously night games, everybody struggled to shoot the basketball, and more importantly, from the free throw line. What do you attribute that to? Do you think it's just because of the backdrop?
It's the backdrop.
Yeah.
You don't have a wall. You don't have a solid color wall behind the backboard. Here's Sophie Schmidt to Emma Schmidt. She'll fire a 3. Trying to hit her first shot of the game. Can't bank it in. As that ball goes out of bounds, it'll be Dorchester Longhorn basketball, and a timeout charged to Silver Lake. They're going to take a full timeout. We'll step aside with them. It's 30-11 to go, fourth quarter. 33-28, Dorchester up by 5. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander, Jay Foreman back with you from PBA as Dorchester has a 5-point lead, 33-28, as we are nearing the 3-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Here we go as Zobek has it right wing, now top of the key near the logo, left side to Ties. Ties with it, has it on the elbow, bounces back out to the perimeter, now right side to Zobek. Zobek with it, top of the lane, left side Ties. Gabriella Ties with it, 12 seconds on the possession. Down low, nice cut. Bailey Barron's layup good. It's a 7-point Dorchester lead.
There she goes. You just reverse the basketball, and then you wait to the defense to make one mistake. You get it to your best player. Barron's has stepped up big all game long.
Dorchester up by 7 over Silver Lake. McKenna Carr with the ball. Down low, Suchek layup. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, fought 4 bodies on the hardwood, and Gabriella Ties comes up with it, giving it to Bailey Ties. Up the floor to Gabriella. Ties for Dorchester. Cross-court pass. Zobek will slow it down on the left wing. Cross court now to the right wing to Ties. Ties to Bailey Ties on the left side to Zobek, Gives it to the teammate Lily Lear, who passes it off right side. Bailey Ties now left side near corner into the baseline. Bailey Barron's, the leading scorer with 6 on the possession, directing the offense from the corner. 3-point shot blocked. Great job defensively. But guess who? McKenna Carr for Silver Lake. 1 minute, 49 seconds to go. Pass down the floor. Katie Sochek in the lane. Layup, can't go. Rebound, chased down by Emma Schmidt, and now she gives it to Sophie Schmidt. 1:40 to play, fourth quarter. Emma Schmidt fires the 3. She cannot hit, and the defensive rebound into the hands of Dorchester. Bailey Barron's up the floor to Zobek. Zobek up the floor even farther as Sochek takes a hit as she collides with Gabriella Ties, and it's going to be a foul on Dorchester. I think that's the right call, Jay.
Yeah, I think Sochek had the better angle, as I'll describe it, with the ball, and actually touched the ball first, and also, let's not forget, had the inside position on it. Now, I know Dorchester fans don't like it. It's a bang-bang play, but I think it's the right call.
1 minute, 25 seconds to go. Sophie Schmidt gets her pocket picked by Gabriella Ties, and it's going to be a foul on Sophie Schmidt and Silver Lake.
Yeah, Dorchester. I always say old momentum is swung all the way over to Dorchester. I don't even know where it's located at Nebraska.
Whoa.
What?
You don't know where Dorchester's at?
I have no idea.
That hurts. I have grandparents in
Dorchester. Is that like a salad dressing?
No. I was I just visited Dorchester 2 weekends ago, actually.
Really?
I got grandparents there.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
My father is an alum of Dorchester High School.
Oh, really?
Believe it or not, yeah.
And oh man, that's too
Yep,
bad.
you just said you don't know where Dorchester's at.
I do not.
It's about, I would say, probably 12 minutes west of Crete.
And how many people are in Dorchester?
Oh,
all that's over there?
Maybe 500. I mean, yeah, that's why I was really impressed with the crowd.
Yeah, and they've been the loudest.
Yeah, we'll find out. You know what? This is a good thing.
I've probably driven through Dorchester on the way to Wichita, Kansas.
The NSAA enrollment for Dorchester, 23.
23 people?
For Dorchester High School.
What do you mean? Really?
Yeah.
There's 23 people in a high school?
Yeah.
That's not even
Dorchester
possible.
population. It's technically a village, 610 people. There you go. We have a timeout on the floor. 122 to go.
So you're from the village.
I have been to the village. I go to the village often. 122 to go. Fourth quarter, 36-28 your score. Dorchester up by 8 on Silver Lake. All right, Jay, let's talk this through here because we have a timeout on the floor charged to Dorchester. We'll keep it here. If you're Dorchester, 36-28, obviously you don't want to foul.
Right.
Who are you going to on offense?
If I'm Dorchester?
Yes.
I'm going right to Barron's.
There you go.
Barron's is at 19 points. You know what? She's pretty much been unstoppable whenever she's had the ball in her hands. But then also not only from a scoring aspect, but from creating aspect, she's done a really good job. And also, she's played with tremendous amount of patience. Now, if I'm Silver Lake, I'm going to obviously, they're going to live and die by the three. They're 0 for 20. I'm only going to shoot a three if it's wide open. And you know what? I'm telling my young ladies coming out of that, look, shoot every shot to make it. But I would like to see them get a two-man action between Carr and Suchek. That's number 20 and 34. Why is because when the other one shoots it, there's a high percentage that the other one's going to get an offensive rebound, possibly at a three-point play. When you're down by 8 points, you want to score, get at the free throw line, and have the clock stop.
Minute 22 to go, fourth quarter. 36-28, your score. Dorchester out in front by 8 on top of Silver Lake. Silver Lake with the basketball, though, needing a bucket. Silver Lake finds McKenna Carr down low. Suchek in the lane, puts up a contested shot. The layup is good for Silver Lake, and Silver Lake wants to talk things over. It's a full timeout. Let's step aside. 30 seconds. Be right back here from PBA on 93.7 The Ticket.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Now back to the 2025 state basketball tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, so Jay, I just got a text from my dad. Shout out to Craig listening. He's disappointed that you don't know where Dorchester is.
You know what? I apologize. I wholeheartedly apologize, but I was saying since it's down by Creek, I bet you I've driven through Dorchester on the way to Wichita, Kansas. So I probably ask your dad if I had to drive from Lincoln to Wichita, I probably sped through Dorchester.
You don't have to go through. You got to kind of turn off the highway.
I did think I go through Dorchester. I went through Dorchester.
Got a great sports bar.
I went through Dorchester.
I'm not a big free shout-outs guy, but shout out to City Slickers. Yeah. Great sports bar in Dorchester.
I apologize. You know what? I'm going to go down there one time and make an appearance.
There you go. Risky inbounds pass, and it's going to be corralled by Silver Lake, and Silver Lake's going to call a timeout as soon as they get the basketball. So nice job by Silver Lake, though. Back to the action. Good job by Silver Lake, though, because they got the basketball, immediately called a timeout. Good heads-up play by Silver Lake's Kate Sinzel, the head coach for Silver Lake, as they call a quick timeout.
I'm going right back to Carr and Suchek, and that's worked. It worked like a charm, pretty much all game long, and now we need it the most right now with a minute and 2 seconds left. The one thing we always talked about all day yesterday, and obviously every few times that we've done games, a minute and 2 seconds, trust me, Nick, is forever.
Yeah.
It's a long time in a football game. It's a really long time in basketball as far as being able to extend the game. So the most important thing for Dorchester is to think about finishing. Don't look at the clock. We have the advantage, right? Where Silver Lake is in the bonus. We have fouls to give, so we control the outcome of the game if we just do what we've coached to do. But I want to give Silver Lake a lot of credit. Not only you got the quick two, a short timeout, you come out, have a plan, execute it. Now you got to have a plan. If you execute what you had coming out of the timeout, and then if you don't, it's going to be interesting next minute and 2 seconds.
It's 36-30. Silver Lake with the basketball down by 6 to Dorchester. In the lane, bumping a foul. Silver Lake's going to do exactly what they want. This is the dream scenario for Silver Lake. Points with the clock stopped.
Yeah, Nick. I mean, it's it was a really good job. You know what? I imagine Dorchester was thinking the same thing I was thinking. Said, you know what? They're going to feature Carr and Suchek. But guess what they did? They went back to Sophie Schmidt, high pick and roll, and came off tight and caught the defender in a no-win situation, had a jump shot, fouled on the shot, and guess what, Nick? Only 3.1 seconds off the clock.
Lily Lear just committed.
See that?
That is right.
58.9 seconds left. It's actually 3.3. My math is math.
Lily Lear just committed her 5th personal foul, so she's out of the game. Silver Creek at the line just made their first free throw on this trip, and so Schmitz is going to have a second free throw to try to bring it to with a 4-point game. And it's good. 36-32. Silver Lake trailing by 4. Dorchester with the basketball. They're going to foul Barons, and Baylor Barons with 57.3 on the game clock will go down to the other end, and they'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, it's probably Baylor Barons is a really good player. She's done really well tonight. Probably not the player you would ideally want the foul, but you know what?
If you're Silver Lake.
Yeah. But Dorchester has who they want at the free throw line, but you know what? Only 1 second went off the clock, so you're getting more opportunities.
Baylor Barons, first free throw, no good. Off front rim.
4-point deficit.
4-point differential.
You know what's happening now, right?
4 points, or excuse me, 4-point difference. The second free throw, Bailey Barons can't connect. She was 7 of 9 previously. Before that trip, she missed both. Now on the left side, Sophie Schmidt steps back. Schmidt looking around. Passes right side to Paige Feynman. Down low, McKenna Carr in the lane. The layup is no good. Rebound, Barons. Barons gets her pocket picked. Suchek, layup good. It's a 2-point ball game. 36-34, 40 seconds to play. Dorchester with the basketball, up by 2. Yeager to Zobek. Zobek to Barons. Barons, Dorchester. They're trying to foul her. She gets across the timeline. McKenna Carr slips and falls. And now Zobek's going to be fouled with 25.8 on the game clock. 36-34 is where we stand. Dorchester up by 2 with 2 free throws coming up for the Longhorns.
Unfortunately, the inability to foul right after scoring left Sophie Schmidt in a no-win situation.
Yeah.
She had to foul. She just fouled out. I know she's upset. So Suchek's younger sister checks in. But you know what, Nick, you're down by 2. You look like dead in the water. Get a little luck on your side. You might be back in this game.
And Zobek misses the first.
Zoinks.
Zobek misses the first free throw. She is scoreless today. 0 for 7 from the field, 0 for 5 from the three-point line, and 0 for 1 now from the free throw line. Zobek came into the game for Dorchester, averaging 8.5 per game. Her second free throw, it rattles home.
Big free throw.
37-34, and we have a Dorchester timeout. The Longhorns lead by 3 points with 25.8. If you're Silver Lake, here you are, 0 for 20 from the three-point line today for Silver Lake. You got to go for a 2 here, right?
Well, here's the thing, Nick. When you also look over there, Silver Lake doesn't have any timeouts. And so you have to have really clear details about situational basketball. You can really stretch this thing out because you can say, you know, we're going to foul player A or B, and then, you know what, take our chances if we don't make the 3 or make the 2. So I'm going to go for the 2 and have 2 players specifically that I am going to foul immediately. So, and I also need everybody to crash the boards because we got to get more opportunities because you know what? The next foul, Dorchester is in the bonus as well.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to sit and watch. It's something to get down the court, 1 or 2 passes, pick and roll, or run the wheel action. I'm trying to get the ball in the Carr or Suchek. Carr has it right now because Schmidt is out of the game. Let's see what she does.
McKenna Carr has the basketball. She'll bring it across the timeline. 22 seconds and counting for Silver Lake. The shot, or excuse me, left side, the ball into Suchek. The layup is no good, but Suchek is fouled, and Silver Lake is going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Well, that's like a free, a free timeout. Now, what's changed, obviously, when you go into the bonus is not 1-on-1. So if I'm the coach for Silver Lake, I'm trying to have all my players over there and really coaching them up and say what to do. So we're planning on ideally making 2 free throws. Now we make 1 or other. Nothing's really changed, right? Yeah. Because the most that we could be down, or the least that we could be down at after these 2 free throw attempts is 1. We still need possession to back to try to win this game.
Bailey Tice just fouled out of the game for Dorchester, and the first free throw is good by Katie Suchek for Silver Lake. It's a 37-35 ball game, 15.9 on the game clock with 1 more free throw coming for Silver Lake, and they make it. Wait, we're going to have a lane. They're going to say she stepped on the free throw line. So essentially it's a lane violation on the shooter. And so the free throw does not count. It's 37-35 now still, and Dorchester's going to call a timeout with 15.9 on this game clock. That is crucial because instead of it being a 1-point ball game, it's now a 2-point ball game. And if you're Dorchester, you're saying we can close this out if we hit our 2 free throws.
Man, that is a huge call right there. And you know what? That might be set up by a little bit of nuggets there by the Dorchester head coach saying, you know what, this is something that I picked up on. But you know what? If I'm Silver Lake, I'm still in a good position, right? Now, any jump ball goes to Dorchester, so you want to make sure that your young ladies know that. But also I want them to know is we need to foul. There's 3 players that you want to foul, right? And I would ideally, obviously, want to foul the worst free throw shooter. But once you do that, only being down by 2, you could either be down by 2, 3, or 4. You want to have a game plan for the next 16 seconds in every scenario. And so the communication has to be clear, both in what you say and what is received. And this is probably something that they've practiced a few times. And so you got to decide also, Nick, if you want to guard the ball, and whoever's guarding the ball, do you want them to be the trapper? Because sometimes the person that's inbounding the ball isn't expecting it back, or might be the worst free throw shooter. So you need. I mean, there's so many things that go into it. They look like they're going a little bit of face guarding. They're going to probably switch everything, and let's see what happens.
Here on the inbound pass, Dorchester is going to be fouled, and it's Baylor Barons is going to be the one to shoot the free throws.
Ooh,
and I believe that's number 5 on McKenna Carr.
Yeah, it is. And you know what happens when you're down by so much, and you have and points are at a premium. You have to foul. You got to think, Nick, probably about 15 minutes. It seems like 15 minutes ago, but it's probably only been about 6 or 8 minutes. There's a minute and 2 seconds left. We still have 14 seconds left of basketball. You can extend a game as long as you want if you play the scenarios right.
The Baylor Barons free throw is good, 38-35. Once again, Silver Lake, as Dorchester calls another timeout with 13 seconds before the final free throw. Silver Lake is 0 for 20 from beyond the three-point line. While we have a pause in the action, let's tell you about our friends in Nebraska Hematology Oncology at NHO. They are advancing cancer care and enhancing the lives of those battling cancer by offering clinical trials to patients right here in Nebraska. You can learn more about how you can help or get involved at yourcancercare.com. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman in the final moments of this one. 13.9 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. 38-35 is your score. Dorchester on top of Silver Lake. Dorchester will have one more free throw coming up, and it's going to come from Baylor Barons, who has led the team in scoring today. She has 20 points on the day, 8 of 12 from the free throw line. She's going to attempt her 13th of the game here in just a moment. She's also 6 of 7 shooting from the field. Baylor Barons steps up to the free throw line, 38-35 to make it a 2-possession ball game. The free throw is no good. Silver Lake has a chance with 12 on the game clock. Here comes Libby Suchek. Suchek to Suchek. Katie shoots the 3 at the horn, unable to get it to go. The putback is good. There's the horn, and Dorchester hangs on with a 1-point victory, 38-37 over the Silver Lake Mustangs. The Dorchester Longhorns advance to play the 8th seed in Class D2 semifinal action tomorrow night against number 8 seed Wilcox Hildreth. That game will tip off at 6 p.m. from the Devaney Center. Jay Foreman, Silver Lake came back. It looked dark. It looked gloom. They came back. They had a chance to win it at the end. Dorchester missed some free throws. Ultimately, on the final possession, Silver Lake just didn't necessarily know, I think, what they wanted to do with it. They had no timeouts. They threw something up, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, and you know what? The way that they battled back was obviously extending the game through fouls, and unfortunately for them, Sophie Schmidt and Carr are out of the game. Those are their, on paper, their 2 best 3-point shooters. They weren't able to get to the other Schmidt because Dorchester did a really good job by Barons actually essentially face guarding her the whole time. The 3-point shot, to be honest with you, by Suchek was on pretty target. It just obviously didn't go in. And it's got to be a struggle where you go, 0 from the 3-point range. But a very, very competitive game. Looked like it was a little bit of, a lull and dull there. But competitive. Dorchester, I think, had a little bit better adjustments coming out of halftime, right? I think Barons kind of kept them, their head above water per se. And then you had emergence of a couple other players, and then Barons came, led the charge home. So I like the game. Very, very competitive. Dorchester Longhorns, the home of the Saints, or the village. The village of the Saints.
There you go.
Pulled through.
Silver Lake shoots a disappointing 0 for 21 from beyond the 3-point line. They had 17 offensive rebounds, though, a lot of opportunities, and they lose by 1 point, 38-37 to the Dorchester Longhorns. Like I mentioned, Dorchester advances to tomorrow night's matchup against the 8 seed in Class D2 at the Devaney Center against Wilcox Hildreth. The Falcons versus the Longhorns tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Well, we are finished with Class D2 action. At 1:30 p.m., we will turn our heads to Class B action for the rest of the afternoon and evening. Omaha Skutt and their high-powered offense, their experience, going up against the 8-seeded Norris Titans. That one tips off at 1:30 p.m. Bennington and Sydney will follow at 3:15. Number 2 seed Lincoln Pius X against Gretna East at 6 p.m. And the nightcap this evening, number 3 Waverly against number 6 York. A lot of good matchups on hand. I'm excited for this one we have coming up in a little over an hour. But for now, we'll send it back to our 93.7 The Ticket studios, to Jake Bachhoven, Austin Norman, and the crew. Thanks to Jay Foreman for sitting in for a time being. We'll talk to you from Pinnacle Bank Arena in a little over an hour ahead of Omaha Skutt and the Norris Titans on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Attention! For the entire month of February, Acres has John Deere packaged oil and filters for 15% off. John Deere engineers its oil filters specifically for large ag equipment and commercial and residential mowers. With premium materials, these filters meet the unique demands of your farm and acreage. Following a strict maintenance routine with premium John Deere oil and filters ensures your equipment will run efficiently for years. Visit your local Acres store to start shopping today.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Hello? Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with your cell for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.